When you say AI in architecture, often you think about image rendering because image is at the core of the work of the architects. And now there is some crazy tool like NanoBanana that allow to make some very precise image from a sketch, from a simple 3D. And probably you want to do that as well. And in the next week, I will release some video about that. But today I want to talk with you about a boring subject, but very important one, I think, is the capacity of AI to help you on the daily basis to get more information about your project, to estimate your project, to do the specification of your project. Of course, this part of the architect job is less fancy. Generally, it's not why we choose to be an architect, but it's very important because, as you know, an architecture project is also a building, it's also a big space that people will use. There is a complexity that you need to tackle. And with AI, you could get much more efficient to do that. You could do less error. In this video, I will show you the tools that I developed since months to do exactly that, to import easily the important data about your project and use AI to automate the boring task. Before to show you Super Archi and how you can use it, I want to get back to the problem. So why I imagine setting up this tool? Basically, if you're an architect, you want to use AI, you can use for simple tasks like searching, like answering to email, and this is perfectly okay. You don't need any tool. ChatGPT is totally capable of that. But if you want to use it for more complex tasks, for example, to analyze some construction quote of different companies, here you could find a problem because they are not able to just extract the data in a proper format and compare them and do it on a regular basis without making any errors and so on. You could do it, but more often than not, they will forget some line. You need to drive them step by step, prompt by prompt. So at the end, do you save some time by doing this? I'm not sure, because the result need to be controlled manually, and this is the problem. So to me, to do that effectively, you can do it with AI, but you need to give the AI a specific context, to have a specific method, which is quite complex to do by hand. If you want to do it with a GPT or with a safe prompt, you can do it, but you need to structure it in a way which is quite rigorous. Most architects are small companies. They don't really have an IT service that could help them set up this system. And most architects are also very busy, so they don't have really time to just iterate and change their prompts so that it works. They need a system, something that works already. And it's for that reason that I imagine having a tool, a workspace where you can put all your main information and have the AI do some interesting automation, interesting stuff on top of it. So it's what I'm going to show you now. This tool is developed since 6 or 8 months, depending of how I count. So I was a little delayed. Maybe you listen about my updates and you say, okay, it will be ready, but now it's kind of ready. You can use it. It's not finished. There will be many more automation coming in the next months or weeks, but you can already use it for very interesting stuff that we are going to see now. The more important information that an architect studio needs to manage is the list of their project and all the main information related to it. So here on Super Archi, you can upload any of your projects. So the idea is you just import the project. So you could import a PDF, you could import a text as they are. It doesn't matter really the format. Here it's just an example, but I will show you how it works. There is for each category of data, you could import it in a free way, either by talking, either by pasting an image or a PDF. And here you see the information is extracted, and after I can click on create project. I will not do it because I already imported the project, and I will show you how we can present them. So we can present them as a list. If you are on mobile, it's convenient. On a map, if you give some location to each project, it will be listed also on the world map. And as a table, if you want to have the full detail and be able to filter the project down. So this is the project information that you have in your workspace. After, if we go inside the project, we have, of course, more information about it. So basically, you arrived in a dashboard-like page. The first module I will showcase here is the project management module. So if you want to work on a project, you need to know the stage, when it starts, when it finishes, to have a global overview of the overload on your team. And this tool allows to do exactly that. So you can see the stages as a list, as a table. You could change wherever you want. For example, offsetting of 1 week only. And after it's automatically update. You could also import the stage also using the importer. So for example, this stage, 4 stage, they will be imported with, if I click on extract stage, you will see that the date are extracted from this free text. So if a client sends you an email with the stage, you could automatically create them. So this is quite convenient. And for now, the use of AI, which is more important at this stage of the project, is the importation. In the next stage of this project, we will see the chatbot, we will see how we can generate content. But for now, the importation assisted with AI is quite convenient. There is also the concept of milestone or important date. So it is the date you don't need to miss. You can manage your task. So a task is the individual actions that you need to do on a specific project. And here you see we have all the detail. We can even put a status to mark this task as done or not. You can import tasks also. If you have a report which lists a few tasks to do, you can load the report from the file or from a text that you copy here to import the task and finally manage it project by project. And finally, there is a meeting session. So currently the meeting session allows to load some PDF of past meeting or to create the meeting that way. So with the date and with the summary of the meeting. It will be completed later by a full meeting report feature. But for now, it allows at least to have the list of your meeting with the date to not miss. So the next module is about getting some information quickly as you get it and to import it in no time. So for example, here you are on a construction site and you want to take some note about what happened in the construction site. So you just have to click here, create a note. You may add the title you want, and after you can start to dictate what you have in mind. So here I'm on the construction site of the project of Copacabana. The finishing is quite good, but there are one place near the middle of the beach which need to be investigated because the design is not well suited. So please take a note of this. Of course, my text is random, but with your text, and if you start to get the habits to take note with either vocal, either by just passing raw information, you will see that it's very convenient. So after once this text is in the database, it will be searchable with the chatbot that I will demonstrate in another video. But for now, the text is here. You see that my transcript is here. It is neatly structured project by project. Images are a fantastic resource to get inspiration, to find some reference of materials that you may use in different projects. So currently it's possible to upload the images of your project and get your collection organized depending on the state of the construction, if it is only the site before the project, the construction or the built environment. So currently there will be some feature to organize automatically your collection with AI. And there is even an image generator already integrated in your project, so you have access to at least two of the best generative model. So here, for example, it was, if I go in a gallery, I can see all my generation, and by difference with other tools, these generations are organized project by project, so you can find them again. But you can also do some renders, you can also do some plan to perspective, etc. It's organized by a workflow, by what you want actually to achieve, and behind the scenes there are the good prompts that allow to do what you need to do. So this was a short video of what is available at the end of 2025 in Super Archi. So you can already create an account. The price is $39 So it's half the price that will be at the end of the beta. So probably the beta is still active for 1 month. So don't waste your time and take profit of your 15 days trial. So this is a workspace where you can put all the information about your project online on a private space. Your data is safe. Don't be afraid. And in the next week, we will introduce more AI stuff, like the possibility to chat with your data, but also the possibility to extract some important information. So see you soon. I hope you enjoy this video, and if you have any question, feel free to leave a comment. I will be happy to welcome you if you create an account and join Super Archi. There will be some exciting development in 2026. Until then, I wish you a happy new year. Bye bye.